2013. And first order of business is to read minutes from November 20th. Does anyone see anything need to be revised in the minutes? Don't know how you're- Shall we have a motion to approve the minutes as written? Unless anybody sees anything else needs to be done.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of November 20th as written.
And a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve the minutes for November 20th, 2013 meeting. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Pass unanimously. Okay. And we have some bills here. Okay. Staples. Yes.
They're coming around, Mr. Chair. If you could sign those, please.
Okay. So, right,
After you approve them.
right. The bills amount to a total of $345.98. Could we have a motion to approve those?
I move we pay said bills, the amount of $345.98.
And Judy, 1 second. Okay. There's a signable copy.
Did you guys vote?
No. That's right. Pass the copy over. It's been moved and seconded to approve the payment of the bills of $345.98. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Pass unanimously. Getting out of it, definitely. All right, so, and we have an announcement of a public forum on Miles Standish activity here.
Yes, Mr. Chair, this is a public forum on the preparation of a resource management plan for what the State Department of Conservation and Recreation is calling the Miles Standish Complex. It does include Miles Standish Forest, which is why we put it here, but if you'll note the little footnote, they're actually not planning on changing anything about the current management plan that was developed in 2011 for the state forest, and that's really the only part of this that's in Carver. So
Right, the other sections may
the
have
other,
changes.
yeah, they're in other towns, but I mean, you know.
We don't have to worry about them.
No, but you're welcome to attend. That's Tuesday, December 10th, 6:30 PM to 8 PM at the Plymouth Public Library.
So, okay, so, oops, early. We have to wait until the time, sorry.
You do, you have to wait till 7:15 for the new hearing, but if you wanted to wrap up
Mr.
the
Randall,
continued one,
That's right, it's
you
okay.
can do that.
Mr. Randall, would you mind, we're,
Oh, good.
we've got 7 minutes, we can possibly tie up your, wrap up your hearing.
Okay, so we took a site walk out there, as you know, and basically we were deciding, you were deciding whether or not to approve the wetland line,
Right.
as well as whether or not he needed to file for a permit, either under the State Wetlands Protection Act or under our bylaw. And that was really it.
Right. So, let's see, what did we, did we feel that we needed an action, or just to,
Well, I don't know, since you couldn't discuss it in the field.
yeah, we couldn't,
Do you
right,
want
we
my-
didn't have the thing, yes,
My recommendation?
what your recommendation is?
My recommendation is,
Everything looked very good,
yeah, and I think that if you want to ask the applicant if he wants to say anything, or if there's anyone else here who would like to, and then you can
Right.
close the hearing, and I'll give you my
okay.
recommendation.
Mr. Randall, do you have any comments?
No, I not really.
That walk was very helpful in understanding the situation. I was pleased that it, as I say, had a very good impression to me. Judy, what?
No, it's the same way.
Yeah.
All the questions were pretty much answered.
Russ, did you go on that?
Same.
You were- yeah,
Yes.
I remember that. Couldn't remember. Okay, so shall we move to close the hearing, and then we can hear from the agent on her recommendations?
I'll move to close the hearing.
And
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to close the hearing on 19 Green Street. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It's passed unanimous. And now the agent?
Okay, so some of these are counterintuitive, but my recommendation for the determination is a positive 2A, which means the boundaries of the resource area was correct. A positive 5, which means that the area is subject to your review and approval, which you have done. And a negative 3, which means it's in the buffer zone, but it's not going to alter an area subject to protection, so he does not need to file for a permit at this time, in case anything changes. I mean, if something changes, he would, but not now.
Could you just repeat that for the
Certainly.
stenographer?
Yes, ma'am. Positive 2A,
Yep.
positive 5, and a negative 3.
Okay.
Those are all good things.
So, does anybody, there's no one else to comment, I don't think, on this? Any of the commissioners want to say anything about it? Would somebody like to suggest that we adopt the order of conditions as outlined by the agent?
Well, it would be a determination of applicability.
Oh, it's a DOA, that's right.
I'll make a recommendation that we approve the determination of applicability, which is a positive 2A, 5, and a negative 3, as recommended by the agent.
I second.
And it's moved and seconded to issue a determination of applicability as outlined by the agent. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Pass unanimously.
Great, thank you, Gary.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So you guys can
Okay.
sign that.
3 minutes ago still.
That one doesn't need to be notarized.
Yeah. This is a request for DOA, okay. Are we gonna need to keep one space blank for notarizing?
Not for determination, they don't need to be notarized,
Something.
it's just this actual permit that does.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Russ. Okay, so that wraps that up. And in 1 minute, we'll open the hearing for 10 Andrews Point Road. Wait, come on. Take a seat if your wife wants to come up and sit with you. That's if your wife wants to come up and sit with you too. I don't know, does she? That's,
Straight.
yeah. But you're getting taped. This doesn't go live, but it gets shown sporadically on channel 15. I'll hear from my wife. She says, "Oh no, you wore 2 plaid shirts again." Okay,
I never noticed.
it's because I always do. All right, there we go. Notice is hereby given in accordance with Mass Wetlands Protection Act, Mass General Laws, Chapter 131, Section 40, and the Carver Wetlands Protection Bylaw, that a public hearing will be held at on Wednesday, December 4th, 2013, in Meeting Room 1 at the Carver Town Hall to hear the request for determination of applicability for Daniel A. Sullivan to install storage space in a one-room office above an existing structure on the same footprint and determine A, whether an area depicted on plans and/or maps referenced as an area subject to jurisdiction in the Wetlands Protection Act, B, whether the boundaries of resource areas depicted on plans and/or maps referenced are accurately delineated, C, whether the work depicted on plans referenced is subject to the Wetlands Protection Act, and D, whether the area and/or work depicted on plans referenced is subject to the jurisdiction of any municipal wetlands ordinance or bylaw of the town of Carver depicted on referenced plans. The proposed work will be conducted within 100 feet of a wetland resource area. This project is located at 10 Andrews Point Road, South Carver, Mass., map 1, lot 9-A. All interested parties are invited to attend. So,
As you know, Mr. Chair, we walked this one as well.
Right.
And there is an existing garage they're planning to add on to it on the same footprint. There's a lot of buffer between, for those who weren't there, there's a lot of buffer between that and the pond. So,
right, I saw no absolutely no reason to be concerned with the setting of it. It looked to be,
Plus, there's hardly any slope.
yes,
Slope is
between
much
the,
farther away from it.
yeah, and there'll be no breaking the ground surface. The
No.
construction's all gonna be above surface. So, I don't know what, Judy, do you have any?
No, no problem, it's all vegetated, there's no,
No, it's an enjoyable walk.
it's very nice.
We're gonna be down for the picnic next July. Okay. So, in that case, why don't we move to close the hearing?
Unless you guys want to say
Okay, I'll
anything.
make a
Unless-
motion to close the hearing.
Okay, right, I'm sorry, didn't think.
I'll second that.
Not that I'm in a big hurry, but I know that there just wasn't really anything much to discuss. Okay, it's been moved and seconded to close the hearing on 10 Andrews Point Road. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's passed unanimously. And now, the agent will have some,
I would give the exact same recommendations as I did last time. The boundaries were correct. The
Mhm.
area is subject to review under the bylaw, which you've done. And the work described is in the buffer zone, but it will not alter the pond. So that's a negative, positive 2A, a positive 5, and a negative 3. These are state forms, in case you can't tell. Yeah.
okay.
I'll just make a motion to approve the determination of applicability with a positive A, positive 5, and negative 3, as recommended by the agent.
Right, that's a positive 2A.
Positive 2A.
And-
Okay, I got it.
That's right. Okay, and Rusty, second that?
I'll second that.
Great. Moved and seconded to approve the determination as phrased by the agent. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passed unanimously.
Very good.
Over and done.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Don't want him to get in trouble.
Is there a waiting period to apply for a building permit, or is it?
10 days?
There is 10 days, 10 business days. Now, there's 10 business days within which anyone can appeal this determination. We can't tell you that you can't go ahead, you sort of do so at your own risk. But if someone were to appeal during the 10 days, then, you'd have to stop. And so, I mean, I recommend people to wait, but I can't make you.
Yeah, we're trying to get it done before the
Weather
worst of
starts.
the bad weather.
I know, yeah.
And in your location down there, nobody, I mean, your neighbors are hardly aware of it, but what they are, I'm sure they're happy with, so, right,
Like everyone we could find.
Right.
Some of them are just summer.
Yep. And typically, that neighbors are the ones who are the most likely to appeal if they're going to, but, so,
And they aren't here tonight.
what's that?
that's right, they didn't
aren't
come.
here tonight to
Well,
confirm.
the difference between doing it this way and filing for the whole permit is there's no abutter notification.
Oh, okay.
No, but it does go in the newspaper, so, and it has been posted on the website, and, there have been some opportunities, and you have talked to them too, so it's not, it's not like they don't know, but,
It's not gonna affect anybody, they're just
No.
raising.
yeah.
Legally,
Well,
what, 10 days before
we
applying?
can't actually make you do any of that, but the appeal period is 10 days. So when we issue this, when we mail this out, or actually, it's really 10 days from when a copy, yeah.
Tomorrow or next day.
Let's see, to issue the superseding, yeah. So if I were to mail out your copy tomorrow, that's when the 10 days starts. But, typically, I think if someone is going to appeal, you'd probably know it by now. But I don't want to steer you wrong. Okay, you're welcome, thanks.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, you guys can sign this.
have those kayaks in storage pretty soon upstairs there.
Take care.
Right now, he's using my kitchen as the office.
Oh,
Everywhere.
you might want to talk to my wife if you need some sympathy.
Or come to our house.
So long.
Sounds like a universal problem.
Yep. I walk in the house, Jim, how many times I have to tell you this kitchen table is not your office?
I've never heard that
Motion?
much.
Do you need a motion to adjourn?
After we sign, yeah, we can't.
Jim's in a hurry.
Mhm.
Did you get to see it?
Hmm?
Did you get to see it?
Did you come on that walk?
That walk? You went on the walk, but I didn't know if you saw it.
Some nice day next summer, you and Maddie and the rest of them, you'll have to just knock
I'd
on
like
the
to
door.
see it
Say,
when
I'm
it's
down here to
done.
check on the
It's
building.
really nice.
This is follow-up.
It's a lovely little setting
Yeah.
on the edge of Sampson's Pond.
Oh.
Very pretty.
But you have a nice setting too, so.
Yeah, that's true. I'm talking to the pond front owner.
It wouldn't be as, interesting.
Okay, so we seem to be finished our business for the day. Does anybody want to stay around for?
I'm gonna make a motion
wait
to
your-
adjourn.
Okay. And do we have a second? No.
Oh, sorry. I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to adjourn the December 4th, 2013 meeting of the Carver Conservation Commission. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Passed unanimously.